I am so sorry I'm late. You guys, life is a nuts. But welcome. Welcome to Witch Paint Wednesday. Thank you for joining me today. I'm just going to pull you guys up here on my laptop so I can read your comments. Give me 1 second. Oh, I'm in that one. Okay, hold on. Jeez. All right. Jeez. You guys are the best. I mean, I am just losing it these days. I love this guy. This has been in my sketchbook for, well, I don't know what the date of it was, but I don't know, a month or more. And what's it telling me? Moderation helps everyone feel safe to build a positive. Choose someone who can be a moderator. We don't get that many people on here, so I'm not going to worry about it. Hi, Daisy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, yeah. So, sorry, I'm trying to get this to look good. Well, we had a major issue. Oh, pooty tots. I hit the wrong button. So I'm not used to Shopify. Like, I have a Shopify for my Patreon, like it's a secret shop type thing. But all of that is automated. It's all PDFs. It's all print on demand items where the order goes to a third party. They make the product. They ship it to the customer. It's not hands-on at all. So I'm not that versed at it at Shopify. Well, for the Jingle Ball, I have a separate Shopify for that. Well, we missed like 50 orders, you guys. Oh, it's just, when I realized that, I about freaked out. So what made me think of it is because I had people contacting me via email and saying, I haven't received my order. Can you please check and see what's going on? And so I would check, and sure enough, we missed their order. And I'm like, how can that happen? It really amped up. Like, that happened, I don't know, like a couple of days ago. And then yesterday I had like 3 people email me, and I'm like, what is going on? So I came down here as early as I could this morning and went into Shopify and found all these orders we missed, and I freaked out. But anyway, they're all going out today with not only a letter of apology to the folks, but also I'm giving them a free PDF of their choice from my Etsy shop, because I just feel terrible. They should have gotten their order. They should have had their order in there a week ago, Anyway, I feel bad, and hopefully none of it was Christmas gifts. But now I know where to go on Shopify to look and make sure we get all of our orders out. This will never happen again. But feel terrible. It's like ordering from Joann's. I'm so miffed with Joann's. Yeah. So when you order from Joann's.com, I thought it came like from their big warehouse center or something. I think what happens is it finds all the Joann's in your area and it compiles the order, because I ordered, let's just put it this way, I ordered all these skeins of DMC number 21 for the Jingle Ball kits, because when I placed the order with the company I always order from, they had that color on back order. Well, and you have to order a certain amount to order wholesale, and I wasn't going to meet that minimum, and so I'm like, well, I'm just going to order from Joann's. So I found all that I needed at Joann's online, and I'm thinking, well, Joann's is close, or if I'm thinking I was thinking it was coming from like their big warehouse center, and I'm like, oh, Well, it should be here, in a couple days. I mean, it's not that big of an order. No, I'm just now getting them, and they're coming in different packages. Like I got a package of 10, and then I got a package of 5, and so it's obviously coming from different Joann's. Well, I wasn't going to hold up my Jingle Ball kit orders, so I went to Joann's and bought the thread, and they didn't have. I went to Joann's and somewhere else. Anyway, they didn't have enough, but I color matched. In the color that was missing was number 21. You don't even need a whole skein. Like I could have cut those skeins in half, would have had plenty, but I wasn't thinking because I was in a hurry to get the orders out. And because it's all it is used for is the cheeks on the Santa's delivery. So there's 3 Santas, so there's 3 little cheeks on their faces. There's a little, just one-sided. So it needed hardly any, but I sent a whole skein. Anyway, they didn't have enough to fulfill the order, so I picked out a color that is very close to the MC21 and sent that because I'm like, they'd probably have it in their stash, and if not, they can use what I sent. Anyway, we decided that if we're doing kits for Jingle Ball, if we go back to Jingle Ball next year, if we do a kit, these are all ifs. We are going to have the kits ready to go before the ball even starts, or we're just not going to do them because it was just a little bit stressful the last couple weeks, and then to find out anyway. Okay, just wanted to kind of fill you in on what's been going on around this crazy lunatic studio. Hi, Robin. She said finally made a live one. Hello, hello. Hello, Yvonne. Hello, Quilt Chica. Hi, Diane. Thanks for joining me today. I love this Santa. I love that there's a cat in it. Should be a dog, though. It's funny, I paint cats all the time because I'm more of a dog person. But cats tend to, I don't know. I don't know what it is about cats. Anyway. Is school out for everyone? I think today's the last day of school for our grandkids. Pretty sure. Kevin and I went to Easton's. So this was crazy too. The Christmas concerts for the kids, like, were not, I don't know, let's just put it this way. We just found out about them like over this past weekend. And we were told that Ellery's was on Wednesday and his was on Tuesday. And his wasn't really a Christmas concert. It was just like we have this thing called Huckleberry Junction by us, Huckleberry Railroad, excuse me. And the conductor from there, he goes around and he reads Polar Express to like children in the hospital and stuff like that. And his name is Handsome Harry. And he's so good. He has the book memorized, so he just shows the pages and he reads with such passion and expression, and it's so good. And then afterwards they have cookies and milk. So the grandparents and parents obviously were invited to something like that, and we went, but we couldn't go to Ellery's because hers, which we thought was Wednesday, we found out the night before that hers was actually the same day as Easton's, just later in the day. Well, Kevin and I had already made plans to take the day off, and after we went to Easton's book reading, story time, we were going to go shopping and finish up our Christmas shopping, and so we missed Ellery's. But I went to her dance recital over the weekend, and so it's not, it's fine. Her other grandma was able to go to hers, so it's all good. It's just hard. It's hard for me to miss something, but just the way it worked out this year. love the Christmas concerts and stuff. Oh my gosh. So dang cute. Her dance recital was just adorable. So, so cute. She did really well too. Last year was her first year in front of, there's lights and there's people sitting out there. I mean, it is intimidating. And I think that was more distracting for her. So she had a hard time following her dance routine. But this year she was on time. She, wasn't as afraid. It was just so good to see that improvement in her. I think it's so good though to have kids do things, you know, to help them get over the fear of being in the public eye like that, because I think it makes them so they're not so shy. I don't know. I did baton when I was a kid. That's about it. I did sports here and there, but I was not one to be on stage. It's not my comfort zone. Looks like that will have to be charted when you're done. Right, Daisy? Colleen, how are you doing? Right? Oh, I'm so sorry you're sick. It stinks to be sick this time. Well, it stinks to be sick anytime, but right around Christmas, it makes it extra difficult. I hope you're recovering and you're getting lots of rest and fluids and all that. Feeling better, hopefully. Realize this week that your art has been in my house for probably 15 years. Oh my. Stacked Christmas boxes. Yep. And gift wrap in a snap. Oh, that's so cool. I love that. Hi, Donna. Hi, Kim. Just curious, do you get nervous behind being at retreats as a designer? I used to. I have finally gotten comfortable with that. For me, it's like when I'm up there talking about my designs or I'm talking about my career, I mean, that's my life and it makes it easier than being like, I'm not up there entertaining, I'm not singing, I'm not doing a dance, you know? And I'm not up there talking about something that I have memorized because it's not my life. You know what I mean? Um, God, and when I was in high school, I had to get up and talk in front of the class. I mean, we all had to. And I remember like my voice was cracking. I mean, I thought I was going to pass out. I felt just so out of my comfort zone and I hated it. And then when I was in taking some college courses here in town, I had a writing class, which I loved, but you had to read your stories and your writings in front of the class. Again, so nervous. And I kept thinking to myself, if I keep doing this, I'll get better at it. And there were some things I had to do in my licensing career in front of like thousands of people. Not a fan of that. The one time I was using a teleprompter and I lost my place on a teleprompter. And that's when I decided I will never rely on electronics or anything to help me with a speech. It will be off the cuff or memorized or something, but I'm not relying on anything. Maybe notes in front of me or something, just like bullet points maybe, but that I felt like the biggest idiot in the world. I wanted to just run off the stage of embarrassment, but I'm like, okay, that would have been worse. Yeah. Lesson learned on that. It couldn't have happened with, a small group of like stitchers or some, people that I know or at least feel more comfortable with. No, this was in front of thousands of sales reps for Books Are Fun. And it was their annual sales convention. And yeah, that was a nightmare. I had done that kind of thing before with Books Are Fun, but the first time it was awesome because it was set up like an Oprah show where they had this, couple comfy, I was gonna say couches, comfy chairs on stage, and they had like a set. So it looked like we were sitting in someone's living room type of thing. And we were just having a chat, like the person that was interviewing me. We just sit down. I felt very comfortable. It was great. But then the second time it was, you're at this podium with these stupid teleprompters and oh, never again. You would have passed out. I know. I mean, I seriously thought I was going to collapse. Like my knees were weak. It was terrible. Just curious. Okay. I already read that. Yeah, it was a nightmare. Ooh, I was just planning on doing a red coat. What do you guys think? I've done the blue coat. I've done green coat. I've done gold. Trying to think even just like this year. I think I've covered. And then I did white with the red trim last time. I'm not doing that again. It worked for that last one. Maybe I'll just do your standard red coat. Purple. No. Donna, are you laughing when you said purple? No oral speaking for me. I've cried through every one I've attempted, but I can carry on a great conversation. Isn't that funny? Yep, we get in our heads. It's just terrible. And what I don't like about speaking like in a retreat or something is there's always something I leave out and say, "Oh, I wish I would have mentioned that." Because a lot of it, I mostly do it off the cuff. I'll have bullet points for myself, like about the design or something. But a lot of times, the person hosting the retreat will say, well, we want you to talk a little bit about yourself and your career and how you got started. And that, is just off the cuff. And I always forget parts that I think I should have mentioned, but oh well. I am so hungry. I haven't ate yet today. And if you hear my stomach growl, I'm sorry. Because you just might. Yes, thinking Minnesota Vikings. Oh, that's funny, Donna. No, I'm not a big purple fan. Like even with Halloween, that's about the only time I would use purple in, or if it was flowers or something, but that's too funny. How are the Vikings doing? Lions are 10-4, and we play on Christmas Eve at 1:00. And I'm so glad it's an early game because later in the day we're going to be doing games and family stuff. So I was so happy they're playing at 1:00. Green coat, Diane said. They're doing horrible. Oh, sorry to hear that. It's a bummer when your team stinks. I mean, we know because the Lions have stunk it up for years. So we're just thrilled to be doing as well as we are, even though the last at least 3 games, maybe even the last 4 games. No, I think it was the last 3 games have been horrendous. And it's like they beat themselves with the turnovers, the fumbles and the interceptions. If that didn't happen, we could have probably won at least a couple of those games. It's like, come on, guys, you're beating yourselves. Anyway, we play Detroit twice in the next 4 weeks. Oh, I hope we kick your butt. I love you, Donna, but I mean, if the Lions went even like to the playoffs for the Super Bowl, we would be out of our minds excited. How long's it been since the Vikings? I mean, I'm terrible with knowing who played in past Super Bowls, so they could have played last year and I wouldn't remember. That's how bad I am with my memory with that kind of stuff. God darn it. It was 1961 was the last time that the Lions have done as good as they are doing. 1961, my husband was born in 1961. I think that was the date because I remember they said that little tidbit on Thanksgiving Day, and I was like beyond shocked. I'm like, yeah, so we're super excited to be doing good, to be doing well. I don't know. You are division leaders right now. I know. We're so excited. And I was so aggravated Saturday night that I couldn't watch the game. Okay, first of all, they don't normally have Saturday night games, but I went to Ellery's recital at 1, or no, it was at 2 to 4. And then I went and picked up Easton so that grandma could go to the 6 o'clock one. And she was going out to dinner with her sister and brother-in-law before she went to the recital, so I had to pick him up at 4. So Ryan and Easton and I went out to dinner together, and then I was going to go home and watch the game. And Easton was excited about it too. He's like, "Go Lions!" Like, he wanted to watch the game, and you had to have like ESPN or some BS like that. And I'm like, that's just not fair. I feel like it's sports, and it's especially football. I think it should be open to everybody. I don't know, because if you subscribe to all these different things, you could end up spending like $100 a month. I mean, I've got Netflix I pay for, I pay for this, I pay for that. A little bit every month, because it doesn't seem bad when you sign up. But then you add all that together and you realize how much you're paying a month, and it's like, this is ridiculous. Diane said, sad Steeler fan here. Aww. Hello, Dee. Welcome. So what do you think? Do you think he warrants a green coat or a red coat? I love the green coat. I love that because it's just still festive. But he does have a green wreath here. There's a green tree and a green tree. I don't know. Maybe I might have to go with red. I've only had one people mention a color other than Donna teasing me with purple. I know. I would love to chart this one. I love the snowman, the way he's kind of hanging off. A navy blue. Navy blue, says Colleen. I got a couple people saying red. I got 1 navy blue, 1 green, and 2 red. Another blue. So now we're tied. 2 reds, 2 blues, and a green. Come on, guys. You're killing me. I do like the blue coat. I did a blue coat not too long ago. He's in here somewhere. Have any of you been watching my Vlogmas? Another blue. No orange. Sorry, Kim. No orange, no purple, no pink. Ooh, actually, I did think about doing a pink coat, like a kind of Victorian faded red pink kind of coat. Ooh, I don't know if he warrants a pink coat because he's very primitive. But if I have another one that isn't quite as prim looking, and he might look good with a pink coat. Not hot pink, like just a faded pink. That could be really cool. Yes, newlywed almost dead. We had so much fun doing that newlywed. Nearly dead. Yep. Newlywed. Love the pink coat idea. Almost dead game. Green. Oh, man. I'm really tempted to do pink, but I don't know if it'll work for him. God, wouldn't it be pretty, though? Pink with the greens. Greens and the browns. Free or red. Love both. I think you meant to say green, right, Daisy? Colleen wants a black coat. That's actually not bad. Like a tux or something. I'm sure this has been suggested, but if not, have you ever considered making an adult coloring book? If so, it would be stunning. Yeah, I thought you meant green, Daisy. Yeah, pink would be kind of vintagey looking. Ooh, I'm getting lots of pink now, and I haven't done pink yet, so that could be kind of cool. The coloring book, yes, I've considered that, especially way back when coloring books first came about. I don't do pink, and if I don't like it, I can always do red over top. I'm making an executive decision here. And I want it to be a real, like, brownie, a brown pink, faded pink. So let's just see what we come up with brown trim. Oh, that would be cool. Let's just see. I'm so dang hungry. Ooh, I'm loving this. I am loving this right now. I used to have a Santa. Oh, this ticks me off though. A mouse. And I can go right over that trim because I'm going to do the trim brown. I love pink and brown together. Oh, doggone it. I mean, I love the sun. Don't get me wrong. But it just blows everything out. And I got to put this. You know, I've had this studio for like 20. How many years have I been here? 22 years. And I've never bought blinds, which is just the stupidest thing ever. And that is my goal for 2024 is to buy blinds for this studio. I guess I need a line here for his coat. What do you guys think of this pink? Oh my gosh, he's so cute. He's really cute. Chris is here. Hello. Oh, I love this. I love this color too, Donna. Oh yeah, the wreath and the candy. Oh yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It really makes him vintagey. I love how his toy pack is kind of wrapped around him, and it makes it look like his hips sticking out. I think it's too funny. Oh, what a cool color. I don't know anyone that has charted a pink Santa. He definitely needs to be charted. Only real men wear pink, right? So if you followed my Vlogmas, you know, it goes through the whole life of Saint Nick and how it morphed into Santa Claus over the years and stuff. And I mean, was Saint Nick a man or was he a man? I mean, he was a man of God, but he was fearless and I mean, righteous, really. He stood up for what was right. It was incredible. I loved learning about his life. It's like we all knew that there was a St. Nicholas. We all knew a little bit of the story that he was a gift giver. That's about as far as it went for me. I didn't know how awesome he really was. So if you haven't followed my Vlogmas, it's on this channel here. Start with day one, and now we're like talking about the different Christmas songs and how they came to be, and that's really fun too. LOL mac and cheese. What does that mean? I'm missing something there. What? Mac and cheese. Yeah, like a pink sweater coat. Oh my gosh, it's just so primitive. Not primitive. Vintage is what I was trying to say. Oh, We Santa 2022 has a pink sweater coat. Ah, gotcha. White out curtains. I don't want curtains down here. Yeah. I really prefer blinds to curtains. I'm not a curtain person. I don't have curtains. Like, I have a valance in our bedroom on one of the windows. And I'm trying to think. I don't think I have curtains anywhere in my house. Oh, the only place I have curtains, that's right, the 2 front bedrooms. That's right. I did put curtains in there because those windows, for a couple reasons. Those windows point towards the front yard and the road, and they are where our guests would sleep. we have a bathroom in our bedroom. So like if I'm changing clothes at night or something, I'm in the bathroom, and the bathroom has blinds. I love this Santa. And so yeah, Kevin and I did the newlywed game. We the nearly dead game, because we're definitely not newlyweds. And it was hilarious. Like there were times when I could tell he was getting miffed with me, and there was a time where I'm like, he wouldn't answer me, and I was kind of getting miffed with him. But then we're laughing in the next breath. It wasn't that big a deal. But I was dying when when I edited it. I always do that. When I edited the video, um, he was sitting next to me, and we were cracking up. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're insane. It's funny because when I'm with him, for some reason, it's not like I forget that we're recording, but like, I don't know how to explain it. He makes me giddy, like giggly. Does that make sense? I guess because he's so funny. Oh, and then last night I was wrapping gifts. I wrapped so many gifts last night. And I was watching Floss Boss and Cousins, their Floss Tube channel, and Christy said, Teresa, if you're watching this, go get Kevin. I have a dad joke for him. So honest to Pete, I paused it, hollered at Kevin to come downstairs. He comes downstairs, and I played this video. And I'm so mad at myself that I was not recording Kevin's reaction so that I could send it to Christy, because he was laughing so hard. And it's so funny because it's a joke that I actually had told at my mom and Jerry's one time when we were playing cards. And so he hadn't heard the joke because him and Jerry weren't playing cards with us. And when I said the punchline, I scared my mom because I was so loud. She jumped. And it made it even more funny because we all burst out laughing because of that. Anyway, if you haven't watched Floss Boss and Cousins, you need to go watch them, because number one, they're so stinking funny. I love their videos. I love their Southern accent. I love the sayings that they have, and their interaction together just kills me. But anyway, that joke that she told was just hilarious. So for Kevin, I bought him from Amazon. I don't think it's a book. I think it's like, I didn't even look when it arrived. But anyway, I think it's like these cards that are in a box, but it might be a book. Anyway, there's like 300 or 500, I can't remember how many dad jokes in this thing. So anyway, that's part of his gift. Got to prepare for his possible Jingle Ball appearance again. And not only that, but I think he should just be like once in a while make an appearance on my floss tube and tell dad jokes. Don't you think? Oh, Santa, you're so stinking cute. When he wrote, wow, you made made the comment of, like, I know, it's like we're 12 years old or something. It was so funny. And how he laughs at himself. It's just, we have a good time together. And what I thought was interesting too is just like the idea, like what his idea of adventure was and what my idea of adventure was. We were thinking of two completely different aspects. Not that one's any better than the other. It's just different. And I just thought that was kind of interesting too. What is this brush stinks? It's like splitting on me. Oh, here's a better brush. And then I messed up two of them. I was answering as myself and not trying to and not answering. I was supposed to give the answer like what he would say. Anyway, I was trying to do mine in a hurry because he's cooking. I was actually getting ready to cook dinner, and he was up there filling out his thing, and he had like a half an hour jump on me for filling out his questions. And I'm like, I started doing mine. I'm thinking he's like almost done. And I goes, what number are you on? He goes, 8. I'm like, are you kidding me? You've been doing this for a half an hour and you're on number 8? He goes, these questions are hard. I didn't know I was going to have homework. Too funny. He's a trooper, man. He puts up with my ridiculousness. And the funny part is, I'm like, you're becoming more like popular than me in these videos. They don't really care about me. They want to see you. That's pretty funny. He loves it. He's an entertainer. He's used to being on stage. He's not afraid of any of that stuff. I thought it was funny when he said, when he says, what did he say now? Me, 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 me. Like he did that, and then he goes, me. I don't know. And I'm like, God, let me just get off the screen here. And he goes, yeah, so there's more room for me and my ego. And we just burst out laughing. It was so funny. I think a bit like Kevin that, that scares me. Right, Dee? Be afraid. Be very afraid. I made Roman shades for all my windows. It was a job. Oh, I don't know what that is, but it sounds pretty cool. Loving Vlogmas and the story of Saint Nick. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Donna. Oh yeah, when I do the reading of the voiceovers, oh god, there's so much splicing things together because I read the wrong words. I mean, you guys know just from my floss tube, if you watched my floss tube, or just even on these videos, these live videos, I mix up my words all the time. This is not good. Sorry guys, my battery died. And I need to record this because this is going to be my speed painting video for tomorrow's Vlogmas. So I have to record it. And dadgummit, and my other battery, I guess, is at the house. Anyway, the struggle is real. Come on, man. Yeah, I got to get my video done for Vlogmas before we go out to dinner. Of course, I may end up finishing it when I get back. Okay. Back in business. Poor Teeny Woo. Why? Oh, during the Jingle Ball thing, the mixology. I told Kevin, when we did mixology that first year, I don't remember her being such a psycho. I mean, that would have stood out to me, and I would have done something with her this year. But I think I'm going to bring her down to the studio if we do mixology, geology again. If we do mixology again, I'm going to put her in the studio because that was obnoxious, and she's clawing. I mean, our bedroom door is, it's just, I can't do that again. And she was frustrating me, and yesterday I found the perfect gift for somebody. Sometimes you just have to be out in the stores, like if you don't know what to get somebody. And this happens to me very, very rarely. That I'm out at the store and I see something that is very unique and I go, oh my gosh, that is so blah, blah, blah. Like this is so this person. And it happened yesterday and it was actually a birthday gift because Kyle's girlfriend's birthday was December 3rd and I did not know it. I mean, he told me and I didn't write it down. And, it was during work, so it was in one ear, out the other. And anyway, I felt like an idiot because it was on a Sunday and her parents took them out to Black Rock for dinner. And Sundays usually when we go, to my mom and Jerry's to play cards. So Ryan and my mom and I were playing cards and Kevin and Jerry, blah blah blah. Anyway, so I was texting him and saying, "Are you guys coming over to play cards?" And he's like, "Yeah, we're at Black Rock right now for dinner." And I'm like, "Oh, nice." So then when they get there, he's like, "Yeah, we were at Black Rock. Her parents wanted to take her out for her birthday." And I'm like, "When's your birthday?" And she's like, "Today." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, happy birthday." And I felt like an idiot. I didn't have a gift for her or anything. Well, I know it's been a while since December 3rd, but I just been racking my brain. I didn't know what to get her. And when I saw this thing at the store, I was like, this is so her. So I wrapped it up and gave it to Kyle yesterday to take home and give to her. And I didn't hear anything. So I text him. I'm like, well, did she like it? I think I was just as excited to give it to her as she was when she got it. Kevin, and Kyle says, I don't know, what do you think? And he had taken pictures of her opening it, and the look on her face was priceless. So, and it was a total surprise. Like for Christmas, she gave us a couple ideas. Well, that's what I got her. So, you know what I mean? Like she already knows probably what she's getting from us for Christmas. But this birthday gift surprised her. That's what I like. I really wish I could just think of great gifts for people rather than saying, what do you want for Christmas? And they give you a list and you get everything on it or most of it. You know what I mean? And they kind of know what they're getting, and that's boring, but practical. So I've been struggling to do videos, but I will soon. Oh, Daisy. Yeah, well, that's such a busy time of year. I haven't done a floss tube. I don't really remember the last time. I was going to do one last weekend, and I didn't have time. I'd love to do one before Christmas, but I don't think that's going to happen because we're finishing up our shopping tonight. I'm going to probably wrap gifts again tonight. We have the grandkids tomorrow. And then there's Friday. Now, I might be able to pull it off Saturday if I have all my stuff wrapped and ready to go. We shall see. I've got one that barks every little noise. Yeah, it is hard to do videos when your dogs bark at everything. Oh, I just lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. I have this fear. Okay, this is probably just stupid, but maybe other people have this fear. I have this fear that, like, I'll let my dog out because we don't chain my dog up. Our Teeny she's not going anywhere. She has it too good here. And anyway, I just don't worry about it. We just let her out. She does her thing. She comes back to the door. She claws at the door to get in. Not claws at it, but just like scratches it once. And I'm trying to teach her to bark because I want a new front door and I don't want to get one until I can break her of that habit, and trying to make her bark to come in instead. But for the most part, I just wait And if it's nice out, I just go stand on the porch till she's done. And then in the winter, I usually just stand by the door and I watch for her and then I let her in. Well, I had this like sinking feeling last night because she woke me up at midnight whining at the foot of my bed. And I knew she didn't want to get up on the bed because she would have just jumped up there. She doesn't have to, you know, ask permission. If I leave the door open, that's kind of a sign that she can come and get in bed with me. Anyway, so I got up at midnight. I'm like, she must have to go outside. So I let her outside and I let her back in. But I woke up this morning thinking, but did I let her back in? Like, I had this scary feeling like, what if I let my dog outside and then, because I'm half asleep, I accidentally leave her out there? Then I think, no, she would claw at the front door or bark. And I'm a light sleeper, so I'd probably hear that. But does anybody else have that fear that you're going to let your dog out and then forget they're out there? Oh my gosh, it freaks me out. Pink and brown, I love it. Bells hanging down the door handle for the dogs to go out is an idea. You know, the problem with that is the bells would ring and jingle every time you open that and shut the door, and that would literally make me crazy because it's our front door. It's like the door we use for everything. You know what I mean? It's not like we have a back door or something that we let her out. So yeah. But I've heard of people doing that. My dog, my mom did that for her dog at one point when she had her house. They picked that up quick. For all you blue fans, I might make that package blue. I don't know. Or red. I don't know. I want it to stay vintage looking. Oops. I didn't think he would look good in a pink coat because he's kind of prim looking, but I don't know. I think it works. Maybe that's why he's sad looking. He kind of has a pouty look. Oh my gosh, that reminds me of the Christmas Story movie. He looked like a pink nightmare when Ralphie comes down the stairs in that rabbit costume or pajamas or whatever that, I don't know, was it his aunt that made the, oh god, that just kills me now. So I'm going to title this one Pink Nightmare. Ooh, brown paper packages tied up with string would be vintage. Yes, it would. I bought this wrapping paper from Costco. It is the best paper. It's double-sided and it's thick. And it was not that expensive. And I'm like, well, hello. This is the first time I ever shopped at Costco without my friend that has a membership. I finally went and picked my card up. I've been a member for 2 years, but I've never been there to our local one. Well, our local one's like 45 minutes away, but they're building one close by, like it'll be 25 minutes for us, or maybe even just 20 minutes. So I'm excited about that. Oh yeah, what I started to say though is the wrapping paper is it's thick, it's double-sided, and it's very like just my aesthetic, like this color green, a burgundy red, cream color, like a maybe not brown, but like a mustardy color, like I do, my mustard color. And what was the other color there was? Like craft paper look, like you're saying with the packages. That's what made me think of it. And it is the nicest paper. I mean, it's not great. Like I'm wrapping the grandkids stuff in it, and I'm like, they probably would rather have Santa Claus. But then again, I thought, well, the minute they see their gifts, they're going to rip them open. They really don't care what the paper looks like. But I care. Oh, here it is. I was looking for this brush. My husband thinks we don't need Costco. Kids are grown. I say, who doesn't need? Exactly. It's not all bulk. I mean, they have a lot of stuff. I got some wool socks there that are, was that not Meridian wool. What is that called? Anyway, it starts with the M. And they're not thick. And they're so nice. I'm like, man, I wish I'd have bought 2 packages of those. And Kevin said the same thing. So we're going to have to make a trip down there. Of course, after Christmas, they'll probably be all gone. But they have clothes and they have other things. Good deals on stuff. Merino wool. Thank you, Diane. I haven't bought a lot of their food. I would have, but we were Christmas shopping, and it was like in the 50s that day. It was beautiful. And we didn't want to buy anything that needed to be refrigerated. So we just avoided the groceries because I knew if I went down the grocery aisle, I would want to buy stuff. But I bought wine there. Anyway, I really enjoyed going there. I just wish it was closer. But like I said, I think it's next spring that the Costco by us should be open. That would be dangerous. Just kidding. I'm not a huge shopper. We don't go out much for shopping, at least. Like the grocery store, that's about it. He is stinking cute. Keep getting the wrong one. We have a miniature schnauzer who uses a dog door. Rarely does he use it at night, but when he does, I worry about coyotes and mountain lions that are around. Oh, that would freak me out. Yeah, we had a doggy door in our garage when we had Buster and Daisy. It was a boxer, and she was like they said a lab chow mix. But anyway, she was very furry. Oh, God. I don't think I'm ever going to have a dog that has lots of fur ever again. It's just too much work. Her undercoat was crazy. Yeah, she had to be groomed. I mean, I would try to brush her, but I'm like, man, the groomer has tools for this. They can get it done in probably a quarter of the time I'm spending and do a better job. So, yeah, there's like when the deer have been around, like in our yard a lot, or the turkey, then I usually kind of at least give a glance around the yard, at least during the daytime or in the morning when I let her out. I usually kind of look just to see if there's any wildlife in the yard. But yeah, in the middle of the night when it's winter, Teeny Woo's not going far from the house. She's going to do her business. She's coming right back. Thank you, Diane. Yeah, I do love that pink and green together. I think I started to tell you I had this really cool Santa, and in my storage room one year we had Mises, unbeknown to me, and it chewed the coat. I actually chewed the pants right off because it had like pants on it. But anyway, he was kind of a pinky color, and it just looked so vintage. I loved that Santa. Those darn mice ticked me off. And it was something I had had for years, so there was no replacing it. I haven't watched as many Christmas movies yet as I have wished or would normally do by now. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer. I'm gonna have to be binge watching them coming up here. Someone mentioned in the Vlogmas was my question to them. What is your favorite Christmas movie? And someone said The Bishop's Wife. I have never even heard of that movie. How can I be this old and never have heard of that movie? Because I like those old-timey movies. I haven't watched Scrooge. I haven't watched like a lot of them. Christmas with the Cranks. It's just been a very busy season. Did Colleen ever say how she's doing? Let me scroll back real quick. It was way in the beginning. I don't see. Nope, I don't see it. It's a classic, and I love it. I know I need to watch that one. Especially something new. I get excited when I watch something new. I wonder about this color. Let me just try something. What about like a teal? Light teal color for this package. Because that teal and pink's kind of vintagey. Doesn't really scream teal, does it? Let me make a little fresh spot. I don't know, this is quite the messy palette here. There's not many clean spots left. So take some blue, take some green. What is, oh God, I'm about to run out of battery again. Now that is teal. Oh, I like that. Look at me branching out my colors. Let's see. I could make this tree teal. I mean, why not? Vintagey Pink Nightmare. Oh, I like it. I like the 3. See, I like to do that, carry the color throughout the painting. Yep, yep, yep. I think I'm going to make his gloves like a really dark brown. They need to be darker than that, but I'll have to do another coat on them. Well, now this battery died, and that's the only 2 batteries I have down here. And it has been an hour, so I'm probably going to go ahead and go let my batteries charge and then finish this up. So this will be the speed painting for tomorrow, Vlogmas. So if you want to see how it comes out, make sure to watch Vlogmas. I got a ways to go on this painting, don't I? Let me put a little shadow. I don't want to quit painting. I want to see this done so bad. I love it. I love it because it's just something super different for me. All right, and give you a little zoom of his cute face. I think he's hilarious. Yeah, I've got a lot of shadowing to do on finish the snowman. I'm going to put, remember, I got to tie that color in somewhere. So I'm going to put it here and here. So I'll have some gold. I might put gold bows on the packages. The kitty cat, I'm not sure. He's not going to be black because he needs to stand out from Santa's boots. Maybe a little gray kitty, a light brown. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Thank you for joining me today. This little guy, I love him. I'm glad that we kind of talked through the color of the coat. You know, when I paint Santa, normally it's just a go-to to do red. Like I don't even give it a thought. But you know, lately I've been mixing that up, and yeah, I'm really glad I did pink. It's something different. All right, thanks for joining me. I should be back next week. There should be no problem with that. And next week I will probably do this one I've been wanting to do called, it's in here, Frost on the Pumpkin. Oh, do I have the wrong book? Oh, I don't know. It's in one of my books. One of these books. I don't know. Anyway, it's called Frost on the Pumpkin, and it's a pumpkin with a snowman on it, and there's a squirrel. And anyways, but you never know. I might be working on something else completely. So have a great week. Have a very Merry Christmas. Enjoy your families. And I hope that Santa brings you all the stitchy stuff and creative stuff that you want. And we'll see you next Wednesday. Thanks again. Bye-bye.